I was gonna make a fairly quick video on how to make a DIY smoker. This is sort of commercial. We can hold 200 to 300 pounds of sausage. It cooks real good, 200 or 300 pounds, real fast. We can put 400 in here on these carts. We can put 200 per cart, but it don't cook real good and quick. And we like to put no more than about 80 to 100 pounds per cart. 80 pounds per cart, or I should say 8 rods. We can put 2 up here and 2 down here. I mean 4 and 4. And it cooks real good. If you put 5 on there, it gets a little close and it takes a little longer to cook. And it just, takes a long time. So, 80 pounds per cart. If you got something that weighs more, you can put 100 pounds per cart on there. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But what I did was I built this room, and this is insulated. The room is, and we got plywood. There's plywood on the backside, studded wall, insulation, more plywood, the ceiling too, all that. And in here we have a smoke box. This is just like your pellet grill smoker. You can order them. I don't know how much they are now. I bought this for like 300 bucks several years ago, and it just runs in. And we have this propane pipe. It runs up and it gives us our propane supply, and we control it from here. Now, we don't have no electronics that adjust the temperature in there. We just have these thermostats here to and we watch it and regulate it. We know how much to we just crack it just a little bit, and we do that. Then we got these 2 big fans in here, and they sit and they blow air, and they just blow it up to the ceiling and around. And all this black is from the smoke, from smoking it. You can see some of the aluminum insulation. We put some aluminum type insulation stuff to help reflect the heat in. Does real good. We put OSB in here. We're gonna rebuild all this one day. It's just, this is what we got for right now. And then we got the fans. I just put an old car wheel thing in here. You can put it on concrete block, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. It's what I had. It was convenient, perfect height. You know how it is. And we put these, I don't know, this thing's a high BTU, like 16,000 or something. I don't know, that may sound bad. I bought it years ago. But it's a jet boiler thing. It's made to put under, like, to cook crawfish, peanuts, whatever, the big boilers, fry your turkey with. And that's pretty much it. And then we just turn the smoke box to smoke, keep it full of pellets, and that gives us our smoky flavor. And we run it the whole time, and we try to smoke at about 130 degrees, 150 degrees, something like that, for 4 to 5 hours for our sausage and all. And it works real good. It keeps it don't get your sausage done, but it crisps up your skins and all that. And then you can finish cooking it at a later date. Now, we're doing mass batches of deer meat for people. And let me zoom out a little bit. We're doing mass batches of deer meat for people. It's not like we're doing just a few pounds for us to eat. We got a regular pellet smoker or whatever, a grill type thing that we cook on. But yeah, if you kill deer and you got buddies, build you something like this. Just take a regular house door. That's all this is. You can tell it's smoked up. It ain't real great to use these cheap inside doors. It's what I had. You can tell that's the white doors over there. Same thing right here. That's another smoker over there. But the humidity and all coming out of them, the heat will do it. This is all enclosed, and also have 3 of these big fans up here to suck the smoke out. It took 3 fans to be able to suck the smoke out. But you can tell it's getting smoky up in the top here. And again, we're going to redo this building one day when we get the money and all. And we're going to build some big smokers out back out here. And have it outside the building. Like, it's going to be inside the building, but it's going to be like like this wall is going to continue down through here, and we're going to have a door, and you're going to go out into another building, sort of like this is, you know. But do that and have some big exhaust fans out there and everything. We're going to have coolers or freezers, you know, all that stuff out there. But I really like this. You can build one of these. This is going to sound high, and I ain't going to guarantee you the price on it, but you got about $300 there. If you do it with the thing, you need your 100-pound propane cylinder. Don't use the little 20-pounders or whatever over there for like your regular grill, because it'll suck so much propane, it'll freeze them up. You got to have a big one. So you're $300 there. If you got to get one of them, $200-300 maybe. That thing right there will last us probably a week or two, something like that, when we cook. And we cook somewhere between 4 and 8 hours a day on one cooker every day, 5 days a week. So one of them tanks will last you forever, you know. You need that. These fans up here, like, you need them for the inside. They're, I don't know, $20 or so. The burner in there, it's probably $20-30. You got your gas pipes and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna say, and then your wood, your doors, all that, somewhere around $1,000-2,000 if you just build like a one-holer. I would recommend building it at least 6 feet by 6 feet. If you do, you don't want it real small. I wouldn't. That would be about 6 feet from that door to that wall, and it's about 5 foot deep. 5 foot will be okay on the depth, sort of, but over here you need plenty of room for your smoker and all that. And if I was doing it and thought, you know, all right, I'm gonna do 200 pounds, I ain't gonna do just 100 pounds of sausage, I'd go ahead and build it twice as wide. If you build it twice as wide, you're not going to burn that much more gas or anything like that. I would go ahead and build it twice as wide so you can have 2 racks in there. And if you don't want to build any carts or anything, this ain't what this is for, but you could come in here and build you some slots on the wall and run you some boards across this way, and you could just hang your rebar or your rods. I use rebar. These rebars right here, we cut them to length and we just droop our sausage over it. But you can make you a shelf up here and one down here. My first original one, that's how it was, and we come loaded each one and loaded it like that. And then when we got ready to cut our sausage up and all, we had to unload hand by hand and cut them all up. And that'll work, you know, if you want to do that. Just don't have nothing close to your flames down there. If you do it, make sure you suck your ash out right here. Keep your floor clean. You don't want to catch it on fire. Don't really have it like I have it, because all this black stuff is like grease and stuff that runs out these cookers from when we're cooking sausage and all. It just sort of builds up. It sounds gross, but it's not as bad as you would actually like I'm making it out to be, but there is grease and stuff. It just drips out of your sausage. The water, and it may not really be grease, it may be like the water or whatever, you know, dripping out, the moisture coming out of the sausage and all, that kind of stuff. And it just happens. I know there's some fat and grease, cheese, all that drips out too, but like we literally do 10-15,000 pounds, and it'll finally start trying to run out the door towards the end. But that's us swinging it open, walking in, walking out, all that kind of stuff. And it'll get nasty by the end of the year. But if you're just doing a little bit, that'll be perfectly fine. But if you can put this on concrete, you'll be way better off. If you can lay block walls and all that, it'll last generations. Lay your block. That's what I plan to do whenever I build again. I'm going to build it exactly like this, except for this area here is probably going to be a foot wider. I'm going to have it come on over, so I got plenty of room with this. And this wall here is going to probably be 6 inches further that way, and that'll be 6 inches further, and that'll be 6 inches further. And it's going to be concrete floor with a drain in it and a block wall, and the blocks are going to be filled with concrete. If you're some sort of concrete person, let me know if you think that'll work. This smoker only get to probably 220 max. That's as hot as we ever let it get. We can't really get it no hotter. We're probably going to do that, and then for the ceiling, I'm probably just going to put a plywood insulated ceiling. But I want the concrete and the blocks so that all this nastiness, I don't have to worry about it. But I don't think it'll make the concrete crumble and all. But if somebody knows about it and know if 200 degrees will make it crumble, let me know. It's going to be covered. It won't be out in the rain or nothing like that either. So, and I feel like the blocks will hold the heat better than just this wood and all, you know. And it's not like down here we're getting freezing temperatures a lot. The coldest it gets here is about 10 degrees, and that's about a week or two every couple of years, you know. Usually 25, 30 degrees for 14 to 20 days a year, and they're not consecutive. It might be 20, 25 degrees for 3 or 4 days, and then it'll get back up to 70 degrees, and it'll be 20, 30 degrees. We're down here in the south, so but if anybody knows anything about that and thinks that the concrete won't work, let me know. But I'm almost certain I've seen other deer processors build it with concrete block walls. I don't know if they filled it full of concrete, and I may not fill it full of concrete. If y'all say, hey, you ain't got to fill it full of concrete, the blocks will keep it warm, hey, that'll save me money. And I may try it without it being full of concrete. I can always rip the top off one year and get them to pump concrete in the top of it. So, but anyways, that's a little short video on how to build you a smoker if you want to. Well, it ain't a short video. I done got 11 minutes, 12 minutes, but we'll see you on the next video. I hope y'all enjoyed it.